turn on the camera as well. Okay, camera's on, and I'm recording now. We'll see if this works. I'm attempting to do a video here, and I'm not really sure if it's going to be a good quality video or not. I tried to do a recording last time on the bike cam here, but the problem was that it was aimed at a downward angle, so it didn't quite work out. So in today's case, what I did was I changed the bracket which holds the camera, and now I'm noticing that it's yeah, we'll see if this works. I really don't know. It's really hard to figure out. Yeah, let's see. Kind of angle it up. See if that works. Hope you can see that. I guess today might just be a sample run. Kind of takes the pressure off me in terms of making a good video. But I'm crossing Edo River Bridge, in Japanese Ebigawa-ohashi. Ohashi in Japanese doesn't generally just mean bridge, because hashi by itself means bridge. Ohashi usually means a grand or a bigger bridge, although sometimes it's used for smaller ones. Are you able to see these images? I wonder here. Let's see. On my right, I'm passing by Lollaport, which is Funabashi City's big shopping center. Very popular here. And Lollaport is next to IKEA, Japan's first full-size IKEA. And why don't we take a break here? I need one too. That's a big hill. And then take a look at this view. Can you see that? Kind of having to move my body around in a weird way. But we're way up here. So now we're gonna go down into the what I like to think of as the industrial valley. It's I wouldn't say it's unpleasant, because it's not. It's just you know, it's about businesses. So trying to adjust the mic here. Wind is pretty strong. Yeah, the thing about this area is that it's just so many big businesses. So how's the camera doing? Are you able to see anything here? I really want to share these excursions because I just think that where I go is so unique. I'm so excited about it when I go to new places. So today, if I can make it, I'll be heading to an area called Gyotoku Yacho something. I can't remember the last word, but Yacho means wild bird, and Gyotoku is the area. And apparently, I think the emperor used to visit like a long time ago, and I think it's actually gosh, it's pretty loud here. I think it's actually like sanctioned by the imperial family or something like that, which is pretty neat. Can you see better now? I just adjusted the camera. There, how's that? Maybe better? Anyway, yeah, so like this place is like kind of sanctioned by the imperial family, and it's around here, at least there aren't many areas like that. So this is in Tokyo, actually. So it's a bit of a distance, and that's one of the reasons I'm recording too, is because I don't typically go to new places that are this far away. Well, at least not in the last month or so. So I'm hoping this will be an interesting trip. We're on another bridge now, and crossing over, could be the Mama River. I like the name of the Mama River. There should be a Papa River nearby. I don't know why it has that name. Oh, I think Ami informed me that the river name has some meaning in Japanese. She didn't immediately recognize the characters, you know. So I just used my bell there. I don't like to use that very much, but that's definitely a common occurrence here, to use one's bell, get people to move out of the way. Yeah, surprisingly, there's some small shops around here, like restaurants and stuff. I just saw a place called Tsukada, or Tsukata. I think it's Tsukada, and it's like, looks like a little restaurant. And you know, it's surprising to think, because I bet a long time ago this place was great. It's right next to the seaside, and I bet it was little villages and things, you know, or maybe sprawling villages. But yeah, now it's just really built up. But I don't forget about the past, you know what I mean? Like I don't think just in terms of what I'm seeing. I also think in terms of what once existed. So anyway, we'll be heading over a couple more bridges, I think, and then we have a major bridge to cross, which is over the Edo River, and the Edo River is a big one. The Edo River is interesting because it's about 60 kilometers long, which is what, like, I guess about 40 miles, approximately. And the Edo River used to, what was it? It didn't exist or something. Or it used to be part of the Tone River. No, I think that's what it was. The Tone River, which is north of us, used to flow directly into the bay, into Tokyo Bay. But then what happened was the government, like I'm talking like starting, you know, with projects about 1,000 years ago, and then serious work was done up 500 years ago, and then into today. But about 500 years ago, I think the river was diverted, so much so that the Tone River, which is Japan's largest river by drainage area, and it took on a whole new route. So now the Tone River flows into the eastern seaboard, and Edo River flows off of the Tone River into Tokyo Bay, which, like I said, was the route of the former route of the Tone River. So, excuse my sniffling here. Can't help it sometimes. Yeah, just think it's really interesting. So we're nearing the turnoff now to Sanbanze Beach, and we are going to pass that turn soon, and that takes you down to what might still be Chiba Port, but it's getting real close to Tokyo at that point. And then I think just that next intersection will be entering into Ichikawa City, which is a little bit smaller than Funabashi in population, but has a lot of heritage and things. I'd like to explore it more. And yeah, I recently visited Sanbanze Beach, the one up ahead, and it's odd because you have to cross a bridge to another like man-made island or something. I don't think that it's, I think it had to be reclaimed or something because this area is just so built up, you know. We're heading into one of the most industrialized areas in the world. And I mean, you'll see it more and more as we head further in. I haven't explored far into Tokyo, so this actually will be the farthest, if I make it, I mean, assuming, right? But assuming I make it, it'll be the farthest into Tokyo that I've ever been on a bicycle. So, should be interesting. Kind of concerned about the time though, so I'm kind of rushing because I'm tired of being American. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm rushing because of the daylight waning. So I'm gonna cross a little bridge here. Take it slow because the light up ahead is still red. And nice little pedestrian bridge. And if I can show you, I can't really show you, but there's a river. Here, I'll stop here and take a look. Nothing big, but interesting nonetheless. It's a river to our right. Uh-oh. The camera was bunched up. There it is right there. I'm sorry if this vision is not good for you. I'm looking down to the water here. So we'll just scoot up here. There's the name of the bridge here. If you want a chance to read it, I'll give you one here. Can you see that? Does that show up for you right there? Yeah, I don't know what it says. I'm not that good at reading Japanese. There's a park up ahead with a homeless guy. And I was in there taking pictures for Google Maps one time, and he kind of surprised me. There aren't many homeless folks in Japan. I can't remember the number, but it was like, it's just in the thousands. It's, you know what I mean? Like, could be less than 10,000, which is so few, considering that the population of the country is 126 million or whatever. Looks like we got the light. So yeah, if we're gonna make it to Tokyo, we gotta go fast, because I gotta pass Ichikawa-ohashi, which is the bridge over Edo River, and we're in Ichikawa now. Actually, after that intersection right there, we're technically in Ichikawa now. So these would be Ichikawa addresses. And yeah, so this bridge that I'm about to cross over, it's really weird. Like, you'll see it the way I have to get up on it. I came here at night one time. I basically just ride whenever I have the time, which is just sporadic times, usually in the mid to late afternoon, like today. But on that one occasion, I came at night, and gosh, it was bizarre though, because oh wow, they've taken out the park. That homeless guy is gonna have to live someplace else. Oh shoot, that's kind of unfortunate, I suppose, for him anyway. Yeah, so I came at night to this place, to this Ichikawa-ohashi, at about, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock at night. The same ride that I'm taking now. And yeah, it was interesting because I didn't know what to expect. And then I was like, I had to go through all these, thank you very much. Bow to this guy here. People are so kind to bicyclists here. It's really a kind of a blessing. I really appreciate it. Makes it so easy to get around. So anyway, wow. Can you hear this? Let me try to stick the mic up into the mask here so you can hear me better. Anyway, so like what I was saying was that I came to Ichikawa-ohashi at night, like at 10 o'clock, and it was like really strange because first of all, I never been there before. Second of all, it's over a huge river, which is far below. You're gonna see it, or if I can show you anyway. And yeah, it was just kind of daunting, but it was exciting. And then in later trips, I journeyed all the way up the Edo River from the very bay, from Tokyo Bay, all the way up to the very northern tip of Edo River, which has at it a recreation of a castle, a samurai castle called Sekiyado Castle. Excuse me. So this is going to be one of the worst parts until we get to the bridge. And here we go. I hope you're getting this on camera because it's truly bizarre. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Yeah. You can see under the bridge here. And it's just like these huge reinforcing structures under the bridge. I think it may be earthquake prevention or something. But I just love this area too because when I came the first time there were reeds all along here. I think it was in the winter time, and it was just bizarre, because it was like you wouldn't expect, right, to see, plant life along a freeway. But yeah, there it is. Going over another river. There's turtles down there. Uh-oh, some trash up ahead. And we've arrived, it looks like, at Edo River. Now is the tricky part. Let's see if I can remember this. We're gonna cross here. And then, I got it. And then we're going to go up a ramp to the bridge, Ichikawa-ohashi. But first, we're gonna go through some weird stuff. I feel like I should almost point the camera upward because it gets really bizarre here. Like, yeah, it gets really weird because it's like, I think I counted the layers. It's like 5 or 6 layers of roadways here in some areas that are just overlapping. So it's extremely like complex, the road system here. And I think it's because it's a major interchange. In fact, it has a name, I can't remember it. Interchange between Ichikawa and Tokyo. So it's a major thoroughway. And we should still be in Ichikawa City now. Yeah, I don't know if you're getting this or not. Here, I'll try to turn the camera. It's up again. How's that? I hope this is showing up. I'm doing my best. I tried to mount the camera on the bicycle, but then found that it was too shaky. So, all right, we're coming up to intersection here, and then we're gonna cross over. Oh, we got it again. And then we're gonna cross over, and I'm not gonna make the same mistake as I did last time. The last time I was here, I went down the wrong road by accident and ended up going to some really weird spot where they were doing construction. So do you see what I mean about these roads? Like, look at that. We're looking at three levels here. Yeah, it must have been 4 or 5 in some other areas, I think. All right, we're gonna proceed here, and then we're gonna see this ramp. I don't know what it feels like for folks who live in Tokyo, but for Funabashi folks, like, visiting visiting Edo River, Edo River, yeah, Edogawa, is not like a common thing, I think. It's kind of a distance. All right, here we go. We're at the ramp. Let's see if I can bike up it here. This is the ramp here up to Edo River, over Edo River, and it's called Ichikawa-ohashi. It's a pretty steep ramp here, but nice treads to prevent slippage. Yeah, like I said, I came here at night. Man, it was weird. As a first trip, you know, at night, very strange. Oh, I'm getting warm. All right, almost there. There we go. Made it. All right, now, after this, we will be soon in Tokyo. Excuse me. Wow. I hate this road. There's the sign right there. Ichikawa-ohashi Bridge. So, let me kind of see if I can direct the camera for you. This is Edo River that you're seeing below us, if you can see it. It's quite lovely at its northern reaches as you head up further into Ichikawa from the bay. But as far as it goes here, it's nothing to see really, especially on a gray day. Yeah. But still, I was so excited, my first trip here, to be able to reach here. Here, there's a sign right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says Edo River. There's a JR Japan Railways line right next to us. I'm doing my best to catch these images for you. This person up ahead is real low on their bike. There's a family out there down at the beach. There's a bit of a mud flat down there. Looks like a mom and her daughter maybe, or a few kids. Looks like they're digging in the sand. That's nice. So this is the furthest I've been along this road. I have actually been into Tokyo before, one time, but this is the farthest along this particular road. There we go. Now you're joining me on a new adventure. I really don't know where. Well, I know where this goes. You know, I did check the map, but I'd never actually ridden here before. Whee! It's fun. I love it. All right. I don't usually say we, but I did. I don't know. So congratulations. You got to hear me say we. I feel a little embarrassed. I don't try to act for these videos, but I kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I try to remain calm. That was a little bit embarrassing. I forgot I was doing this. Okay, so we're in Ichikawa, fully in Ichikawa City now. And probably approaching the lateral line, you know, that runs down the center of it, not near downtown, but, you know, the center of the line of the city, line that runs through the city. And now I don't know how much farther it is to Tokyo, actually. I know that my destination, what I mentioned before, the Gyotoku Yacho, whatever the last word was, it's the imperially sanctioned bird sanctuary, if that makes sense. And it actually shut down, so I don't think we'll even be granted access today. But that's not even my point. I just wanted to go see it. I thought maybe I could even see it from the bridge, because it's cool to me. Oh, look, it says I don't know if you can see it, but there's a sign up there that says Gyotoku General Hospital in just 350 meters. So apparently we're in Gyotoku now, which is a good sign. That's what I thought we'd be, you know. But I was kind of confused actually about Gyotoku because I wasn't sure if it was an area or not. But anyway, here we are now. All right, you guys letting me go? We got the crosswalk and another bicyclist up ahead. Oh, I'm getting a little excited, to be honest. I don't like this kind of area at all, but when I make a first trip anywhere, really, I do feel excited. I like it. Been recording for about 25 minutes now, and I couldn't find my other battery for the camera, so it's just going to be an hour long because the camera battery lasts for approximately an hour. So the other day I went to, you can see the video on the channel. It's a Seagull Park, and you see the train up here? Look at that. Anyway, I was at a Seagull Park. It's called Seagull Park, and I had to change my pants there because no, I didn't pee my pants. No, I'm just joking around. No, I was too cold. I had brought 2 pairs of pants. I had a pair of sweatpants and a pair of these outer, like, exercise pants, kind of like a, you know, what do you call it, nylon, whatever material. And so I needed to put on some warmer material underneath to be warm on the way home, because it was like, you know, 20 plus kilometers or whatever. It's like 15 miles or something. And so what happened was I took off the pants and I was changing outside. I just got down to my tighty whities, so to speak, and I had to put on these pants. But yeah, nobody was around. There were a couple tugboats next to me when I did it, and I was thinking, like, what if one of the guys saw me from the tugboat and honked his horn? That would have been really funny. I would have been scared too. But anyway, I enjoyed the experience of changing in public. All right, so Urayasu is a separate city, and it's kind of like in between Ichikawa and Tokyo, and we're approaching Urayasu now. So I actually don't know where we're going from here. I really don't. I think I'm gonna wait for this guy. That's a big old truck, isn't it? Oh, so this is funny to talk about now since we're in a completely different area, but at the port of Chiba, I saw I got distracted there for a second. There was an old lady on a machine, you know, one of those, what do you call it, electric wheelchair things, electric carts, and she was like behind a car. I don't know what she was doing, man. Old folks, sometimes they just do whatever the hell they want, and they probably deserve it too. I hope I can do that when I'm older too, you know? Just drive wherever I fucking want. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this boat, this ship. It was called the Teresa Grace, and the Teresa Grace was manufactured in southern Honshu, southern Japan, on the main island, and then let's see, and then it was bought out by, I think, Singapore or something. So it's registered in Panama. So I saw this ship being pushed by 3 tugboats, and gosh, I feel like I should check the map right now. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this big barge, and it was massive. It holds approximately 60,000 deadweight tons, which means that it can load into it 60 tons. 60,000. And I'm like just kind of wrap my head around it, because that's a 60,000 elephants, right? Because like an elephant's like 1,000 pounds. Isn't a ton 1,000 pounds? And I was just thinking, like, you know, we don't really consider this, you know, the ships that cross the ocean, but I looked it up on a maritime website, and I had a merry time doing it. And the jokes are as tired as I am. And what I found out, was this Teresa Gray ship was, it's a large freighter cargo ship, and it's specially designed to carry like grain and ore and steel bars, I guess, which I thought was unusual. Maybe it isn't, but I thought it was, because I'm not familiar with it, you know? So anyway, I got to see that ship coming in yesterday. It was yesterday. And Chiba. That was really cool. The weather looks ominous. I didn't even check the weather report. I don't know if you saw my video on the immigration trip where I went to renew my visa, and it was raining the whole time, because I don't plan these trips, you know what I mean? I just go when I can. The camera seems pretty well situated. Are you seeing this? Hope you can. Nice car showroom. There's an Eneos up ahead, gas station. Toyota factory or sales place to the left. And let's see. So Gyotoku Yacho place is, I think it's gonna be to our right, but I kind of feel like there's gonna be a sign. And if there's not, then we're not gonna see it. So too bad for us. But if we don't, that's okay, because I'm quite enjoying this. It's so much better to share the experience than to simply go. I used to go to places without doing anything. Well, just taking pictures, you know, for Google Maps. So then what happened on Google Maps was that I got too many views for it to be useful to me. Really, I mean it. I'm not trying to brag. I'm trying to say, like, it was too much, because like you can learn how to like take pictures to get the most views or whatever. And I was like, and on YouTube, I don't like to manipulate the system. I'm not into like putting a bikini clad lady on my cover image. You know how it is on YouTube. The algorithm picks particular qualities or whatever, you know. So I do my tags and everything, but I'm not trying to attract views. I just want to do what I want to do. And if people like it, that's good. It's fine. But yeah, so anyway, I just got so many views on the Google Maps pictures that I was like, no, man. I mean, I'm talking like, what is it now? Like, it's like 48 million or something like that views. And you don't make any money on Google Maps, but certainly it's validating, you know, regardless, because it's just so many. I really don't know. This looks like Mitsubishi. Yeah, that's Mitsubishi company there. And I really don't know, like, from here how far it is to the Birds Park. Sometimes I see these high school kids out here, and they live too close to take a train and too far into too isolated a spot perhaps as well. So what happens is they walk, and or they take their bikes, and it's like sometimes you see these kids out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's strange to me. It feels like young people here have to take responsibility for their own way to school. Kind of interesting to me. Not bad, just different from the States. So we're along a little canal, a little river here. And there's a sign up ahead. I didn't count on anything. I didn't plan any of this. Let's see, Shiohama means salt beach. Yeah, I believe that's the correct meaning. Shiohama. Oh, I bet you know what I bet that is? I bet you that long ago, people would collect salt from the beach in this area. I'm gonna try to check this right now and see if it keeps recording. I think it is, yeah, it keeps recording. Okay, so I'm gonna just check my Google Maps here, see where we're at. Oh, you know what? We passed it. Uh-oh. We did, we really passed it. All right, well, we're gonna go to this intersection now. We could even go back a bit, it looks like, but I'm gonna check the map a little bit more here. It looks like I'm gonna show you the screen here. Yeah, take a look, see? We came from right here, right around here is where I live, and then came down across here. We took this road here along the coast, and then we are here now. So I actually passed it. So now we're gonna head up. So this is it right here. Gyotoku Yacho no Rakuen, it's called. So we're going to gonna hit it from the other side now. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Pretty interesting to see that I missed it. Okay. So we're gonna have all sorts of files here. Alright, make sure we're still recording here. And voice memos. Yep, looks like we're still recording. 37 minutes. It didn't just take me 37 minutes, in case you're wondering, to get to where I'm at. No, it took me longer than that, but I only started at Lalaport, the bridge that you saw me on there in Funabashi City. So, actually, we could be in Tokyo now. Are we in Tokyo? We are Shiohama. Yeah, never mind. I don't have time to check. I think we are in Tokyo. And it's starting to get dark, so I do hope that we'll have enough light to continue here. Oh, shit. Missed it. Lady lost her hat there. So let me check now that we're here at the intersection. We are Ichikawa. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. Are we not going to Tokyo then? Oh. Well, never mind then. Ichikawa. I see. So technically speaking, we are not. We're not in Tokyo. All right. I feel kind of sad, but that's okay. Looks like we're. I don't know if this is going to allow us to access the area or not. Hope the lady's not embarrassed. She dropped her hat. She stopped me from crossing the street because I was right behind her, and then sure, her hat flew off. This was not a good intersection to get caught at, huh? There we go. All right, on the road again. We got a little break there, didn't we? That was nice. All right. So Gyotoku Yacho no Rakuin, that's a pretty good name, huh? Is to our right. In fact, I think I can see it now as I look down these roads, but the issue is that I'm not really sure how to access it from this side. I had a plan from the other side because I thought we were gonna pass by it, but nothing really goes to plan most of the time. You know how it is. So we're gonna have to find a new way. Let's see if we can. Should I try this turn? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. Seems like the way I see it is that we're gonna hit a dead end. That's what I fear here. And if that's the case, I have to come all the way back up to this road that I was just on. Baseball next door. All right, that's it right up ahead, actually. But I'm familiar with some of these sanctuaries, and they're notoriously difficult to find entrances to if you're not familiar with them. For example, there's a tidal flat area near our home that's called Yatsu Higata, Yatsu Tidal Flat. And yeah, this is exactly what I feared. See what I'm saying? You can't get in. So I'm gonna go all the way back out. Wow, they put a wall all the way along here. That's a huge area to wall off, isn't it? Okay, we're going back out. Excuse my sniffling. It's 420 rather. Let's see. I'm gonna go back out. Back out to the road. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to travel further up. Yeah, I see what we have to do. I went too soon. We're gonna go back up to the main road, and then we're gonna go another leg here, another span of distance, and then go from there. Well, the roads are nice and quiet here anyway, which is nice. Hear my little burp there. When I went out to the port of Chiba, I brought some orange juice with me, and I didn't even eat all my food because the orange juice was so filling, and it was hardly necessary to eat. Orange juice really does it. Is this an entrance? It says Chiba. No, I think that's a school. Yeah, it's a school. All right, but we're here in a river here up ahead. Great, here's our river. That's an interesting river. Oh, that looks like... got it. Cool. Check this out. Gyotoku Bird Observatory, it says. See this? Closes at 5. We have 40 minutes. But you know, actually, there it is right there. Actually, it's not, how can I say? Is this it? Oh shit. I don't really understand what the heck this is. It says here, it says no to auto bikes, but I think we're okay with regular bicycles now. So we're gonna take this in, and it looks like this is the facility. I didn't know we'd be looking at an actual building kind of place. Like I thought it would be almost all natural. Oh, you know, I do know what we're at. We're at, there is a kind of observation or education center. So this is just 30 minutes or so before they close. Okay, here we are. Wow. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. We made it. And here we are. Ichikawa. We got 36 minutes. There's a sports field here, of course. And ダメ? すみません。歩くていいですか? はい、すみません。Bicycles are no good. The guy caught me. Oh wow. What the heck is this, man? We're like on top of buildings right now. He was kind to me, that guy. I've been caught out before, making mistakes, you know? And some of these guys, man, they're freaking rude. Like, I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't be stupid, read the signs, right? But, you know, maybe a little kindness toward people who may not be fluent, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't mean to complain, but yeah, he was quite kind. There was one dude, he was like, this guy caught me, I was reading a book for our school at a park, and he comes into the park, and I thought he was drunk. I thought sometimes guys, you know, get drunk and then they might start a fight with somebody. I've heard of this before, but no, he comes into the park. I was reading a book for the school, and he got angry at me. He's like, "You can't be here." I was like, "Why? Why not?" I wasn't doing anything wrong, you know. And he said, "Yeah, because we close at 5." So I was surprised. Man, they don't allow for bicycles in here, and it's a big area. If I see somebody on a bicycle, I'm gonna yell at them. Say, "Damn it, you can't ride a bike in here." I shouldn't make fun, because he was doing his job, and a good job too. I'm gonna get out my camera here. This is not what I expected. I didn't know what to expect. So it's a bird sanctuary, and it's, like I said, I think it could have been given by the imperial family or something like that to, yeah. Something like that, yeah. So let's get out the camera here. I'm gonna take some pictures. Hope cameras are allowed. I don't want to say this, but I kind of gave up a little bit with the signs too, because it's like, it kind of makes me tired, because like I try to follow all the rules, right? Like I don't want to be a burden on anybody. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can understand. You know, when you go to another country, you don't want to be problems for anybody. So I try to follow the rules, you know. And then, when I can understand the signs. When I say I'm not fluent, I don't mean I don't understand anything, but so like I understand a sign that says, like, for example, don't ride your bike. Well, I understand that. And so the reason I rode my bike just now is because I saw somebody freaking riding their bike, so it's like funny because people break the rules all the time, but when you're the person who breaks them, right, you can get caught. So it's like, yeah. I do find though that rules being followed in Japan is really important. So I do, even when I don't see anybody around, like I'll stand at a stoplight in the middle of nowhere waiting, because I'm like, that's what everybody else does too. Like I've seen ladies, like I'll pass by on a bicycle with a green light, and I'll see a lady waiting at a light, for a long time. So people do follow the rules here. And we're at a little pond here. This is very pleasant. So I wonder if the whole park closes actually at 5, I don't know how that works, if it's open till 5, do they actually shut it down or what, Apparently people can't go here now. Just taking a few shots, because I don't know what there is to see. This is how there's a 4:30 bell. When I go to a new place, I really don't know what to expect, So I kind of like, Yoji 30 分 desu. It's 4:30, she said. It's time to go, almost. Oh, they don't want you in here. That's a river right there. I see. Oh, wow. I don't know if I can show you that. Excuse me, show you that or not. Got something in my throat. Eating bugs here. That thing right there. Can you see it at all? It's like a riverbed. Maybe they only run it in the summer or something. Pump the water at that time. Okay. I should probably get out of here before that guy finds me again. But we made it. We actually did make it. And that's something to be proud of. It didn't take long, I'll tell you. From home to here, it probably took, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it's time to go. Would suck to get caught in here, wouldn't it? If like all the gates closed and all that. I still appreciate that guy, what he did for me. I hate it when people get angry at me for things I don't know, because I can't, you know what I mean? But it's fair to say though that people who come to Japan should be able to understand most things. But I thought that sign says no auto bikes, no motorbikes, It said bicycles too though. So if you can see here, check this out. We're atop buildings. Do you see that there? That is so interesting. We're actually on top of structures, which is kind of wild. I didn't know that the whole thing was undermined by, buildings. It's pretty interesting. And so we just crossed a bridge over into so the whole thing is that how that works? The whole thing is just on top of buildings? Really? That's wild. That's why it's called the Wild Bird Park, right? Well, it's not really, but okay. I feel kind of nervous about going this way because... So this is it. This is the whole thing. I see. Okay. You know what? I think I'm finished. I'm not gonna go any further. I don't know what to say, man. It's like, I'll tell you one thing. There is a large body of water close to here, which I kind of thought that I wouldn't be able to see. And I might, even this evening, as I head home, I might be able to see it, but it seems like that's in a different area. That lady's looking back too. Jesus. This place is protected. Good thing I'm getting out of here, huh? They're gonna sick the wild Japanese wolves on me. Anyway, yeah, so this body of water is like, I imagine it's in a different area because I did see that on the map, and taking some photos here, excuse me. I did see it on the map, and I saw that it was like adjacent to this area. This is like the whatever education center or something. No Rakuen. I have to remember that part. Gyotoku Yacho no Rakuen. Rakuen probably means, en means garden or park. Raku, fortune maybe? And then Yacho means wild birds. Yeah. Gyotoku is the area, apparently in Ichikawa. So, yeah. Okay, these kids are finishing up with their baseball game or whatever it is they were playing. I see. This building is interesting. It's black shingles. Interesting. That's where the guy caught me from. Sugoyo. This place. 4:34 right now. It looks like this is the whole area up on top of these buildings here. At least these treed, this treed area. But the thing is, like, is there more? You know what I mean? That's the question. Sports Hiraba, I think it says. We could have been at a sports area. So we're gonna go, oh, I see it now. Oh, wow. Okay, now I see it. We're looking now at, I think I'll go down this way. Looking at, I'm conflicted on whether I should ride my bike or not. I don't want to walk down this whole long ramp. I don't want the guy to catch me again. He's probably going to follow me and catch me. Jesus Christ. So I'm going to walk it and talk while I walk to restrain myself. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I just saw it. The water area. It's like it is a nature reserve. What is it? It's like a, what do they call that? A tidal basin, or it's, what it is though. It's recreated. It's not natural because, well, I mean, how could it be, right? Like we're really close to Tokyo here, just another few miles, I think, to our east, or rather to our west, and how could that be, wild, with all that has happened here, with all the development and then the bombing during World War II, and I just can't imagine. But I mean, anything is possible. But no, I think I read that it is fabricated. So I just saw it. I just saw it from atop that bridge area there. Okay, you know what? Frick it, I'm gonna ride. Hope the guy's not following me. Well, at least I got to ride part of the way. I don't think I would have made it to this water area if I hadn't ridden. But they don't want people riding because it gets in the way of people, I suppose. Makes sense. All right. And there's this big gate here, if you can see that. All right. Made it. All right, now we know we can ride bikes because everybody's doing it. And you know what they say about everybody doing it. Do it too. When I don't know what to do here in Japan, like that's another problem without going out with Ami too. She can sense what to do. You know, being Japanese, she knows. But yeah. So I don't. But I'm not Japanese, obviously, so I don't know. Even if I can read, I'm like, yeah, but everybody's doing what the sign says not to do, or people are not doing something that a sign doesn't say to do. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? If a sign isn't posted, then they're still not doing it. And so I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to know that? So sometimes it's really a challenge, you know? We're getting the last of daylight here. Nice little trails through the forest. Really trying to keep this, oh wow, there's an observation center or something. Here we are, we made it to the pond area, whatever it's called. Bird watching place. I think it says Gyotoku Furei Shukairo, it says. Do you know what that means? Because I don't. But it's the Gyotoku area. So we're here, we made it. I hope that we will get to see from the bird watching area what it looks like. And I'm kind of in a hurry too. I gotta meet Ami back in Funabashi this evening. I'm gonna meet up there. So I'm kind of trying to rush through here. And bikes are allowed here. This lady's smart, she's got a poncho. It's starting to rain. I don't know if you can see that on the lens or not. This camera that I'm using here has a cover, which protects it from water. It's actually an underwater cover. All right, where do we get to see the... Oh, wow. Look at that. There's seagulls in there. What the heck? Let's go look at this. Huh. What the heck? I don't want to scare these little guys. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Oh my gosh. You got all sorts of birds. These must be injured or something. Alright, I'll leave you guys alone. Nice to meet you. Alright, let's see if we can find the bird observation area. Can you hear that? Man, these birds are loud. Seagulls. Some kind of gull. Alright, boy, this is an interesting area, isn't it? They've got a feeding center there. It looks like a place to take care of these animals. Alright, well, I got a picture now in case this is the last point of viewing. Oh, this is the observation center, huh? Okay, I see. This is the building. I'm not gonna go in today. Interesting. It's like, yeah, it's definitely an observation center. I wonder if it's much better, you know, the view as compared to the to other places, you know, because it's not that tall. It's a cool looking building though. Okay, I think it's time to head out. And are we still recording here? Perhaps not. I think we're finished. So I think I'm going to end this recording here and head out. And yeah, I think we'll end it there. Under Ichikawa-ohashi bridge right now. Wanted to visit a beach area if possible. Not that this is much of one, but you can see plenty of shells here. I'm actually surprised with the number of shells. Looks like a feasting spot for birds. I think I'll try to take one home. How about that one? And yeah, just an interesting area. Kids boot down here. Look at these bridges. This is a train bridge, the JR line over here, to get into Tokyo. And then these are, the rest of them are car bridges. Pretty noisy, but it's okay. And I saw some interesting art over on the pillars here. We're just coming back from Gyotoku Park, so that's why I'm here. So anyway, here I am.